So good morning, everyone. Whoops, I didn't get, oh, here we go. Um, really excited to be here today. So many of you might have seen the presentation that Jennifer Saval did a while back on, oh, what was it? It was a really super simple, I think she called it a roadmap to a successful event. And so it was super, super simple. And I started sharing it around with people on my team, and they got so excited about it. So excited that Michelle decided that she had a bunch of new team in Nebraska. So she decided that she was going to make a trip to Nebraska, and we did 4 days of these events. And it was pretty amazing. It is so super simple. It's super duplicatable. And but when I listened to this her training, I went back through it and I transcribed everything, and then I kind of tweaked it to be in my language, because what I want to do is I want to make this so simple that a brand new person can pick this up and be able to read through a script if that's what they need, if that's the way that if that's what that makes them comfortable. If it makes you comfortable just to show a video, tell a story, share a video, tell a story, that's fine too, whatever works for you. But that's basically that's basically what this presentation is about. It is so incredibly simple. But I don't know if y'all know me very well, but I'm kind of a graphic arts nerd, and I'm very particular about when there's anything graphics design, that it's got to be a certain way. So I put together a Google slide, which is a PowerPoint presentation. And y'all are welcome to that. I'll post it on Team Ignite. You're welcome to use it. Or I can also give you all of the slides and the links, and you can create your own and put it in whatever order you want, whatever you want to do. That way you can change the last slide, because the last slide is a presentation. So first of all, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Bobby, because we don't know for sure if she's going to be able to be on here for very long. But Bobby, can you just share with us some of the things that you experienced by doing this, and something that you've gotten out of it, and maybe how you feel how it's going to affect your future team?
Well, like Jake said, it was super simple. The first time I heard about it, and I thought, literally anyone can do this. I can do this. Jake sent me the slides and the script. I followed the script, not word for word. I added in a lot of personal touches, and I changed a few things. Just FYI, if you're going to do that, make sure that you write your notes down clearly, because we ran into a little snafu that was my fault, because I didn't write everything down in my notes clearly. But yeah, it was so easy to do. Sheila and I did it. Jake and Kit hopped on the Zoom. It was just so simple. I've had so many people ask me for the recording. I've been trying to get that out to everybody. So like I said, if you're looking for something that's easy and that explains everything Juice Plus from beginning to end, and in a short amount of time, I think we were done in 45 minutes. Saturday, yeah, what day is it? I think we were done in 45 minutes on the Zoom, and it was so easy. I'm watching it back and trying to tweak some things here and there, what we'll do differently next time. But yeah, it was super simple and easy, and totally duplicatable.
Awesome. Thank you, Bobby. You girls did a great job too. I was really proud of them for just jumping in and rolling with this. And that's what makes it so great, is that it's so simple that anybody can do it. Whether you're brand new into the business, this is your first day, or maybe you've been with the company for a while, and maybe you've not really been doing your business and you feel like you're starting over. It can be for anybody. It can be for somebody who's even in touch with their business every day. When Michelle and I, we listened to this and we're like, why have we not been doing this? This is so simple. Why are we not doing this? And what's so great about it is it's so simple that anybody can do it, and it's duplicatable. So when you've got somebody that comes on, you can easily give them this presentation and they can roll with it. So you don't have to be there to hold their hand. So what Jennifer Saval recommended, or this is the way that she did it, she did the presentation once with her teammate, and then the second time she was there to support them and they did it, and then the third time they did it on their own. And that's how simple it is. And you don't even need to do it that way, but just to support your people. So I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm going to just walk you through the PowerPoint real quick. Wait, that's not the one. There's nothing there. I know I have something here. Okay, so this is the PowerPoint. Whoops, wrong. Boy, I did have all this organized, and then I came back and started doing some things. Okay, so if you're going to present this, what you'll do is you'll come up here into this corner and just hit present, and it will go into present mode. Okay, and then this is the beginning of it. And basically, what you're doing here is you're welcoming people. And then here you go around the room and you ask people to, and if we're doing it on live on Zoom, it's a little bit different, but it's a highly interactive event, highly interactive. And I let them know right away. And you can read the script. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. We're actually going to be doing this event on Thursday at 12:15 Central. We're going to try to keep it to 30 minutes, so I'm going to have to cut some things out. And then we're going to do the full thing at Friday night at 7 o'clock Central. And you're all welcome to invite people to it. It's going to be on this Zoom link here. But we go around the room and we ask people to introduce themselves, who invited them, and how many fruits and vegetables that they ate today. And then what it does is it really sets people up to see that, oh, you know what, I'm really not eating that many. Because so many times people will say, oh, yeah, I ate plenty of fruits and vegetables. But when they realize that, you know, they really only ate 3 all day, that's really not that many. And so then we go into, well, you know what, that's okay, because we have a solution. And this is the Jumpstart to Better Health video. And then after the video is over with, then we share a story. That's simple, right? And then we go into all about complete. And this is a really great video. I think it's like 6 minutes by Dr. Jan Roberto. And she talks all about the complete, including why soy is so good for us. And then we tell a story. And we try to tell a story that's directly about complete, but if you don't have somebody that's got a complete story, that's okay. Just tell another story. People just want to hear what Juice Plus is doing for you. And then we go into a little bit about the Shred 10. We don't go deep into it. We just talk a little bit about it. And then we share a video. See how simple this is? So simple. This is a deep dive into the omegas by Dr. Jan. And what we have found is that we've had more customers wanting to add omegas to their orders since we've been playing this video. And then we share another story. And then we talk a little bit about the Tower Garden. And this is a video about the customer's experience. I normally would have played the how the Tower Garden works, but after listening to Simon Sinek, and he talks about you've got to start with your why. People care more about your why than how it works. So I feel like this is so much more impactful. And then we talk about our experiences with Tower Gardens, if you've got somebody that's growing with it. And then we talk about how they can get started, these simple options, right? First, you can become a customer. We talk about this. Or if you're a parent or if you've got a child that you care about, you can sponsor a child. Or option B is that you can partner with the company, get paid on your own orders, and you can still sponsor a child. There's the whole script for that. You don't have to memorize it. It is super simple. You just read it. And it's okay if people see you reading it. It demonstrates to them that they too can do this, right? And then we have this incredible opportunity for people that I really don't feel like we're tapping into enough. We just don't share this mission enough with people. And I mean, look at the times that we're living in. People need this more now than ever. I mean, people are really stressing out about what if they can't go to work? How are they going to earn money? And this is definitely a way that we can, I'm not stressed out about, my income because I know that I'll have a paycheck, but other people are. And so we can invite people to come on and join us. It's not saying that they have to. This is giving them that option. And then I also added this one. This wasn't one that Jennifer talked about, but I really felt like this one is so important. And I actually am going to play this one. Oh, I didn't mark a certain thing, so I can't. On my computer, I have to click that I want to share audio if I'm going to play a video, and I didn't do that. But I feel like this, well, you know what? I am going to do that anyway because I think that this is so important. Hold on. I got to figure out how to exit this. Hang on one second. Technical difficulties. Okay, now I'm going to share again. And I feel like this really, I always get choked up to watch this one. And I've heard so many people say that as well. So we're gonna hit you in the feel button this morning. Whoops. Sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself here.
Juice Plus, the business, whew, completely changed my life. I gotta get emotional. Never thought I'd have a camera crew filming me about it, but Juice Plus, the business. Okay, hold on. Jumping into the business was a little scary at first because I was a teacher, and so my mindset was I don't want to sell anything. That's not my heart. I like to inspire and educate, and so then obviously when I learned more about what this business provides, that's exactly what I get to do. I get to educate, I get to inspire, I get to change lives still, but then I get to be so present for my kids and for my family.
I feel like the Juice Plus business represents growth, because when you help people, you're helping yourself.
It's allowed me to not only grow in my health, grow in my self-development, grow in my community, but it's just allowed me to kind of do them all without sacrificing one or the other.
I didn't know how I was going to do this. I didn't know how I was going to share with people, but the growth that happens and the courage and that bravery that comes, and you aren't the same. You can't be the same.
I am stepping more into the person that I was meant to become, and I get to impact people's lives in a way around the world that I never would have had the opportunity to do before in my corporate job.
And you can serve people in a way that you never knew possible. I mean, this business is about touching people and touching lives, and the more you do, you know, the more that you receive, and so it makes a big impact on you.
Every time we watch that video, Michelle and I, we played that did we play that every time, Michelle? Or no, we added it, I think, in the week. And we both got choked up every time we would watch it. I think it really touches people's hearts, and that's what we want to do. We want to reach their heart. And so during the first presentation that I did in North Platte, I talked about the business and what it meant to me. And what that did was we had a couple of people in the room that were not active distributors. And then after hearing our stories, in fact, Susan had a gal that was a customer that was there that she was not a customer yet. But after hearing all of that, she's like, oh, wait, you have a full benefits package? I would like to have that, right? And so I added this because I really feel like this is something that's really important, that we need to offer this to people. I don't know why we're so afraid to offer this to people. We're not saying you have to do this. We're saying, hey, this is one of the possibilities. And so this is when we talked about the plan A and plan B, the options, the three options. We say, well, here, we actually do have a bonus option. And this is the option that I personally chose. And this is what I say. And then, you know, you can say whatever you want to. Bobby did this the other day, and she didn't go through each piece. She picked out the ones that were important to her. She did a beautiful job on it. And then we talk about the events that are coming up. And so for you all, we have these two events that are coming up this week. And I'd like to put more of these on the calendar. This doesn't have to be me leading this. This can be literally anybody leading this. So that is it. Okay. So I'm going to exit this now. And Susan, are you there? Oh, hold, got to unmute you. Give me just a second.
Hey, Jake,
oh, we lost her.
Susan left a message that she had to go find a baby calf.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll read your. She left a message. She says, sorry, I'm not going to be able to share. I have to go look for a baby calf. This is so simple. Anyone can do it. Previous customers are wanting to add other products.
Yep. And then she also had that one potential customer that was there. She was just looking at buying a tower garden, and she works at the care home where Susan's mother-in-law is at. And after that presentation, she was like, you know what? I think I need this. I really think I need this, because she works a lot of hours. And so it was so simple, and yet she saw that this was something that she could do. So Michelle, where are you at? Oh, there you are. You want to share your perspective on this?
Yeah, it's actually just so incredibly simple, because I always got up to share events, whether it was via Zoom or in person or in somebody's house. And my nerves I always got really uncomfortable because I felt like I had to be the person to share all of the information. And everybody has that icky feeling of, what if you don't have the answer? Because then you're standing there going, oh my gosh, now I don't have the answer. So having this platform is so easy because everything is literally laid out for you. You don't have to explain why there's soy. You don't have to explain the research. The people that are on the video experts are the one that are actually sharing all of the information that we don't have all the answers for. And so, yeah. And then you just get up there and share your heart and your story. And there was a gal in the room that was she's my aunt, which is actually a partner now too. And she's been taking Juice Plus, the trio, for, I want to say probably a year, maybe just a little over a year. And she had a different omega, not an omega blend, but she was taking omegas. And I had been sharing a lot of information with her. And all it took was that event in North Platte, Nebraska. She watched that couple-minute video and she's like, okay, that makes sense. Right then and there, she added the omega blend. And not only does she do that, she wants to be very active with the business too. So there's just so many great opportunities by just sharing this. People like simple. And when you put simple out there and have the experts share the information, I feel like great things have come for me just from that simple procedure. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share with you another thing really quick. I've got a couple more things to share with you. I mentioned there's a document, so you're welcome to download it. So if this is your jam, and if you want to be able to just read, word for word, if that makes you comfortable, then there's this available to you. And of course, you can tweak it to your own language. And then I also created a, there it is right there. I created an invitation that matches the home screen, so you can add your own date and time and the location. And I'll put that on Facebook, on our Facebook group, and you can just use Canva or WordSwag, whatever it is that you use for editing. Both of those programs are super simple to use. That's what this is Canva. I have the paid, but you don't have to pay for it. I just like the extra features, and I do a lot of graphic design for other teams and for my other side gig, and for my own business. So this is why I use the paid version. But this, like I said, this is super, super, super simple. And I really feel like in the times that we're in, it's really uncertain for a lot of people. And I feel like we've got an obligation to really take serious what we have in our hands, because I can't even imagine going through what we're going through without having Juice Plus flooding through my veins every day. I probably wouldn't be here today if it weren't for Juice Plus to begin with, but then to face this upper respiratory challenge for somebody who's had serious upper respiratory health challenges over the years, I can't even imagine that. And so I really feel like number one, we've got an obligation, and if we're not sharing it, we're being selfish. Let's just put it on the table. We're being selfish, because how would you feel if the person that shared this with you decided that they were too afraid of what you were going to think, or what they were afraid that you were going to think something bad of them, and so they decided they weren't going to share with you? How would that make you feel about that? I know that doesn't give me a good feeling, and I don't want anybody to feel like, why did you not share this with me? This could have helped me. And what if this is the thing that helps to protect them through this pandemic? What if? I mean, this isn't going to be, we don't have something that's going to protect us 100%, but what if this is what gives them a fighting chance? And what if this business, this mission, I'm going to get emotional here. What if this mission is something that they're really looking for? We've got to quit being so damn afraid to share our business with people, because people need this. What if I didn't have this when I was going through all that I went through with my health? I would have had to file bankruptcy. Nobody wants that on their plate, right? We don't know what we're facing in this world today. People need to hear this. They need to have these opportunities shared with them. It doesn't matter what they choose to do, but give them the options. Give them what they need to make a good decision for themselves, okay? Anyway, that's all I have. I do have one more thing I forgot to share with you. During the Omega demonstration, I hand out Omegas for anybody who wants to try them, and then I show them how I eat them.
And then she has Evie show them.
And then Evie was there and she showed them. But I also asked if they took Omegas and if they would do that with their Omega. And people were like, no way. And so that's, except I don't waste it. Anyway, that's how simple it is. Anybody have any questions? You'll have to just unmute yourself.
That's awesome. And you know what I love you did? If you think about the Tuesday night calls that they have, the NMDs always do, you know, it's the same script on JP Info, JPVF. And this is similar of what I keep hearing, because if you get on those Tuesday night calls, it's the same screens, the same slides. They basically have a script, but it always sounds different to me every Tuesday, because each national marketing director puts their own twist on it. And that's what I hear. You know, Jake put her own twist on it. Bobby put her own twist on it. Michelle put her own twist on it. So this is something that even though it's written out and it's there, people can put their, you know, their own personality into it. And I love it, because then we know everybody's getting the same information. And not only you're just getting information doesn't sell. It's that mixture of the stories and the information and what happened to you and more information. So really well done, Jake and Michelle and Bobby and Susan. I know she didn't get to be here, but she was.
I gotta say how proud I am of Susan. Susan's been with the company for like, I don't know, 7 years, and she's never stood in front of the room. And she might have told her story, but she's never stood in front of the room and done a big presentation like that. And she did it that night, and she was nervous. It was obvious that she was nervous. And if you all know Susan, well, many of you do know Susan, and it's just not really where she's most comfortable, right? But she did a beautiful job. She did a beautiful job, and that really, I think it gave her confidence too. Lori, I think that you kept raising your hand.
So great job. So you're going to put, I might have missed, where are we getting all the video clips and the presentation and all of that? So
I'll post all of that.
If I wanted to do that, we could just open it right up.
Yep. I'll post all of that in Ignite.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll actually post all the images as well, so that if you want to pull it into a different format instead of Google Slides, you can, if you've got that capability.
Okay.
Can I ask something? Oh, go ahead.
Did you have a question?
First question is, you're doing this live rather than on Zoom?
We're going to be doing this on Zoom on Thursday. Yeah. Now,
Okay.
the way I talked about it, that was live. Now, when we did Zoom the other day, we don't ask for verbal interaction. Oh, sorry. I also forgot to tell you that after the video, we asked them what they got out of it. And so sometimes, usually like right at the very beginning, people are not sharing, but we let them know up at front that, hey, this is going to be interactive, so you're free to share, you know, throughout. And so it's usually like after the first video, people aren't sharing. And so somebody else will share something, like one of the team will share something that they loved out of the video. And then it makes people more comfortable that they start to share. But you know how sometimes you get somebody on and they don't shut up? They just keep talking and keep talking. So we felt like it might be really weird on Zoom. And I know that sometimes just in like a team meeting, it can be kind of weird, and we're all used to being on here, but people who are not used to be on it would be really weird. So we decided that for those, we're going to do it in chat. And so that's what we did yesterday whenever Bobby, I don't even know what day it is. When Bobby did her presentation, we just answered questions in the chat.
Second question then is, how did you approach inviting people to these events? What did you share?
I don't remember. It's just, that's a great question, Jackie. I approach different people with different things. I kind of usually have kind of a skeleton, and then I tweak it for different people. But Well, let me see here. I did have an invitation the other day, so let me see if I can pull it up. Did somebody else have a question while I'm looking for it? Kit, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I was just wondering, how do you think this would work in a Facebook event? Because it just seems like some people are uncomfortable with the Zoom format, and I just wondered
we were playing with it the other day. We were trying to do Zoom because I know that you can take Zoom and do live on Facebook, but mine just kept like preparing, and we let it run for a long time and it never did come. So maybe I need to contact Zoom and find out exactly what I'm not doing correctly. And my computer is directly linked to the internet, so I'm not Wi-Fi, so I'm not sure why it wasn't working. But yeah, it might work. I don't know. I think a lot of the Facebook parties and stuff are a little passe. People got tired of them.
We don't see many of them anymore.
So I'm wondering if maybe there would be a way to do it like a Facebook Live, like a watch party. That might work. I don't know though if you can share screens and video. Well, no, you can't share videos unless they are on Facebook. If they are made on Facebook, or if you've loaded them directly from your phone, they can't come through a service like Vimeo or YouTube. So I don't know. That's a great question, Kit. It's something we're gonna have to think about and try to figure out. I did create some graphics for Zoom. I can share really quick with you because I know that Zoom can be limiting for people. So I created these Zoom graphics for instructions. Okay, now I'm getting a low quality. Let me close out some things here. Maybe I got too many things opened up for my computer. Anyway, okay, so this was the invitation that I sent out to some people the other day. This gal in particular works in the healthcare field. I said, I'd imagine with all that's going on in the world, it can be pretty worrisome, especially for your family members who are already struggling with health challenges. It hurts my heart to think about it. Some friends and I want to be part of the solution, so we're hosting several online events demonstrating a solution for helping to improve yours and your family's immune health. You will be better armed to make a decision that's best for you. And then I listed the dates and the times, and I says, is this something that you're open to? If so, which date and time works best for you? You're welcome to invite anyone you'd like who would like to have greater peace of mind in regards to their immune health during these stressful times. So this Zoom instruction here was for your personal computer, 8 simple steps, and then for electronic device. And I'll post those also in our group if anybody wants to use them. That way, if somebody does agree that they say that they want to come, they can have a quick, because I know that sometimes if I'm joining from somebody else's, from like a new computer, it gets a little confusing on which buttons I'm supposed to press, and I use Zoom every day, or just about every day.
Wow, I hope everybody on our team realizes what a gift this is, that Jake is a graphic nerd. You know, because yeah, definitely a round of applause on that, because, you know, all of us probably watched that Jennifer Saval training, but to take it and then write out the verbiage and share all of that, I mean, it just shows the difference with our company. You know, it's all about the greater good for everybody. And I really encourage, this is a time we're going to have so many people cooped up at home that even if they're not interested, they're probably going to want something different to do. I mean, and sometimes you can even use a little humor and come through that back door that, you know, whether you're interested or not, why don't you hop on? Because it'll just be good to have some interaction face to face with some other people. You know, I'd love to see your face kind of thing. Because we're barely into this, and I'm already seeing people complaining about being cooped up. I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, this could be for a long time. And it's something, even if they're not interested right away, or they get too concerned about what's going on in the world and they just kind of want to halt everything, it's going to be in the back of their mind. And you can keep coming back around to them. And if they liked it, to let them know, hey, I'm doing another one of these, and it's just really my mission, you know, to get out there and have as many people be open to this as possible, or at least get get the message. would you help me? We'll get some more people on here. Oh, one thing before I forget, can everybody just make what face you want? Because I'm going to do a screenshot of you, but I really hate when people do that on Zoom with me and I'm like, so,
I think we should all do like a funny one.
do you want a funny one and then a normal one?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, give me all of your normal faces first. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for giving us a face. Just a minute. I got to get this little chat box out of here. Okay, you ready? Give me your nice faces.
This is as nice as it gets for me, Susie.
Here we go. Click. Okay, just for fun. You can give me a crazy face. I was so busy just doing my screenshot. I'll have to go back and look at the faces. I didn't get to see your faces. Could you guys see each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too funny.
Anyway, I think this is going to be really fun, and kudos to Jake and her team. All of this that you put together and share, and I love that you kept it duplicatable. You took a top leader, Jennifer Saval, you just saw what she did, and you just gave it to us in a gift, so people don't have to go watch a video and then still feel like, I don't know what to do, or where are those videos, or whatever. Guys, this is such a gift. We definitely need a round of applause for this all being done with the wonderful graphics and stuff. So I am just like.
I forgot to tell you that in the script, even it tells you how to finish off. You let them know at the end, we're going to be right there to help you to decide which products, which options are best for you. And then that way they know that they're here for that. So you don't have to be uncomfortable about it. It doesn't have to be weird. If they're not interested in buying right now, then they just won't come over there. That's okay, So, yeah.
And I would encourage you, because this is more important time than ever, that we need to reach out to our customers and assure them that the Juice Plus has a contingency plan. They've always been there through every kind of hurricane, tornado, whatever, and they've set everything up that they do not expect any issues with shipments, that they're going to continue with their shipments. But like I just doubled up on mine. If you are doing that, let them know, hey, if this is a time that you want to double up, that's totally safe and wise to do, and you can let them know your own story of what you're doing, and then it's also a time just to make sure they have a stock of everything that they feel comfortable. And is everybody in their family covered? Is this a time to look at helping more family members? So I think it's a time, and I'm glad that Jake brought up and offering them this opportunity, because some people are going to get stir crazy and they want to be part of a mission. They want other people to feel their best. So why not just throw it out there? You don't want to go from that mentality of, oh, this is a terrible thing happening in the world, so we can't talk about it right now. No, that you are always going to have people that need to rise above and be that lighthouse during times of need. So, and maybe you're somebody, because you have a good immune system and you don't have any compromised people in your home, that you're just going to find out that's somebody that, maybe they did run out of their Juice Plus, and you can run them over a bottle, or, you can pick them up something at the store or whatever. Just be that lighthouse any way that you can, because that's the mission of our company. And we need to reach out to each other. I know we're spread across the United States, but let's stay in touch. Keep coming back on Mondays, coming back for these meetings together. We could make more of them together. Put it out on Voxer or Team Ignite when you would like to do presentation. Let us know if you're looking for people that are going to, share their story about Complete or the business, or just to be on, just to support you, so that there are more faces and energy on your call. And we're good at that as a team. So let's just keep showing up.
Yeah, it really does help to have multiple people sharing. Yeah, Lori, go ahead.
You had shared you said some verbiage that you shared with a medical professional, Is that what you were doing at one point? Could you share that with us? So that was, okay, awesome, thank you.
What I was saying, yeah, I can share that. It was just my invitation to her.
Yeah, well, I think, I know so many nurses and other people in the medical field. I'm sure everybody else does too. And the way you worded that was, I mean, it was great. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I can absolutely share. I'll share because I did it a couple of different ways, so I can share it both ways, or whatever ways I did it. Yeah.
Well, maybe if anybody else comes up with an ingenious verbiage, we can share it too. Because I think, I mean, I love what you're saying, Susie, and I love that we got a great company. And I guess a part of me a little bit yesterday was like, man, I don't want to feel icky, like I'm trying to capitalize on this, because that is the furthest thing from the truth. I think that's just a lie, you know, that Satan or something was telling me. That, I mean, I don't want people, you know, I want people to have the armor we have. So like I said, I was feeling icky, and I don't want to feel that way.
I think if you come from that perspective of just calling them right off, you know, you could even say, you know, I don't want this to be feeling icky, but I just want everybody to at least have the information about the armor I know I have. You know, those were your words that you just used. And if you, some of you saw in the chat box, Michelle brought up a great idea. You don't even have to make it like this huge presentation. Say, let's get on for coffee and chat and talk about, you know, I'd love to share with you what my family is doing, you know, to feel just more comfortable in our skin right now, or whatever it is. Just remember, the company does not, we don't have any proof that this makes so you don't get coronavirus or something. So you don't bring those two up together. You know, we always you know, we want to under promise and over deliver kind of thing. And it'll be different for each of us and different for each of our contacts, because you talk differently to each of your friends, depending how much you know them, what you know about them. But I'd say the more you just don't sit and overthink it and not script it so much, but just come from your heart of, if you were just sitting having coffee with this person and maybe you had to tell them, you know, you just found out how effective hand washing is and nobody else knows about it. Are you not going to tell them?
Right. Right. I think also, go ahead, Lori.
I was just gonna say, I've referenced the lung health study to a couple of people.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking it right back to the study. And then what I have is I have that summary, the Juice Plus summary page. And then I've done little snippets of screenshot of just like the immune system section and the lung health section. And because you can't post a PDF in a private message on Facebook, so I just would do little screenshots.
That's a great idea. Just remember, if you can get them to one of these events and they hear a bunch of different stories to go with all that information and education, I think that's the most moving, you know, helps them make a decision.
I agree. I mean, a lot of people are sitting around with something different to do. They might want something different to do. And I love, Jake, your graphics of how to get onto Zoom, because I just have some people out there that they don't know how, they're not able to do it.
It can be a little confusing.
It can be, for sure.
I had Kit went through it, and then I had my niece do it. My niece did it on a different computer that was never set up with Zoom, and she was able to use the graphics to get on. Now, each computer may be a little bit different, so I just did put on there, just follow the instructions, but this way they at least get a general idea of how to do it and have those visuals. I hope it's clear enough for everybody.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm a visual person, and it really helps me to, if I can see pictures of things, I can comprehend it so much easier. I'm pretty simple.
Well, thanks for creating that and putting that out there so we can share it.
No problem. No problem.
Huge gift.
So yeah,
and just make sure this is no time to recoil. This is a time to be there for your customers, for your prospects, for your follow-ups. I think we're going to be able to reach people more than ever before.
And think about this.
He's so busy that it just constantly, I'm so busy and I'm running here and there and we got this sports and that sport, and it's not going to be that. Everything is closing down. So give them something new to focus their energy on, something positive, and just share and let them make the decision. Don't worry about, are they going to want it or not? That's their decision.
Yep, exactly. Michelle?
Can I share something?
Yeah.
What if we created maybe once or twice or three or maybe every day, we just have, it's not focused on our business, just get people on Zoom to just chitter chatter and drink your shake or your smoothie or your coffee, health is going to be brought up.
Right.
Just for that virtual social activity, I guess.
No, I love that idea. One, because I think we're all going to need it. Because when we do these presentations, we're not going to have time to really connect and see what's going on. But also then to just say, hey, this is coming up, you know, who wants to join us or who can come, then you can bring it up in a soft way. And it's almost like they already know some of the people there. I love that idea, Michelle.
I think it would be kind of fun.
How do you propose?
I think what I would do is, this is a large group, so this could be really intimidating to people. And if each one of us bring 1 or 2 people, that would get like, it would not be intimate. So I'd say everybody invite people, you know, get with a couple people, maybe on your team or sidelines, and invite a couple of people or invite some people and come together so that you don't have like this massive screen full of people that may not all know each other. I don't know.
What would it take to get your own Zoom number?
Nothing, just sign up. You'll only have 40 minutes unless you pay for it. This is a paid one, so
we are using this for our BSF group and our home Bible study group. We're using Zoom, so it's a great tool.
Yeah, I love Zoom. We use it all the time.
In fact, they're all borrowing my number because I have the paid number and they don't want to be cut off in 40 minutes.
Well, and I heard that Zoom was offering it for free. Did you guys see that?
Well,
but they've
Zoom
always
is
been
free. Zoom is free.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that too, Michelle, but I thought that's kind of funny because they're always free. It's just that. And if you were on and everybody was on and you get zapped off at 40 minutes, everybody can go right back on.
Yeah, you just hop back on.
But we choose not to do that, like on a team meeting. So I know Jake has a paid line, I have a paid line. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
So how is everybody doing, by the way? Is everybody feeling good or is anybody feeling high anxiety?
Now, I was just going to ask, how much is a paid one?
$30 a month.
I think I pay about 125 or
I don't know. It's 100 and something a year.
Annual. I think if you pay annually, you get 2 months for free. If you pay monthly, it's $29.99.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And know that it's 100% deductible because it's a business expense. So we always want those tax deductions.
Well, I'm doing good. I've never been more thankful to be in a town of 350 people. Really, that's put life into a different perspective than if I was still in Omaha. And I have been a prepper for over 15 years when I used to teach disaster prep classes. So I feel very thankful that I had that in my back pocket and just kind of saw what was happening in early January. And but my husband is working hard every day in a factory. He's getting lots of overtime. And one of the things that his company sells is disinfectant. And so Jim has been so busy. They are so back ordered. They don't, all that. So, but we're good. We're doing pretty good. Hey, oh my gosh. And then the Tower Garden. Ugh. I mean, I'm never going to run out of food. Praise God. That's so awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. But do you all have enough toilet paper?
Oh, I do. Hell yeah, I do. Because I'm a prepper. And I saw the funniest meme. It was a little basket on the back of the toilet on the tank. And that said something like, I'm so glad I never threw out my old socks. Right? So if you have socks with holes in it, save those. If you have old t-shirts, you can cut those up. Now I'm not going to be washing them. I will be throwing.
Hi, Maya.
Oh, look at this little piggy tail.
Oh, she's so cute. I love the piggies.
Now,
Maya.
She's got her fingers in her mouth, Grandma.
I can't tell.
Maya. I have a niece, Maya. Maya, come here.
Do you have your Maya there too? How do you spell your Maya?
Maya.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh,
this is Maya.
That's the big Maya, and here's the little Maya. Is that funny? All right, guys and gals. We're going to have more time than ever, so we'll be putting things out on Voxer and on Team Ignite. And even if you just have 10 minutes to, just like Michelle says, grab a cup of coffee or a tea or something, and just join us, because this is a safe way to connect.
Right. I just wanted to say one more thing, that we have an opportunity here to be a beacon of hope for people, and not only in inviting people to these kinds of things and just getting together for coffee on Zoom, but also on our Facebook pages. It's really depressing when you get on Facebook, and there's a lot of news, and it's really, really depressing. So we have that opportunity to be a beacon of hope. So, Lori, I was thinking that some of the things that you could offer people is ways to really get through this, because Derr and I were talking about this the other day. We don't know how to prepare for something like this. We are clueless. We never in our entire lives ever imagined that something like this would happen. And so, we don't have any ideas how to even think about how to be prepared for 30 days. And so those are maybe some things that you could share. And so if you've got some skill or some knowledge, share it with people, because they need this hope. They need to know what to do. And I feel like if we can give people answers and solutions, they're going to be less panicked, because I think that they're panicked because they don't know what to do. They're scared, and rightly so, I suppose, because we just don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening. But if we can give them hope and give them answers and solutions, we can calm some fears.
Yes. And sadly, I did put those things out starting in January. And I even had my son write me back. He's like, "Are you seriously worried about this?" And I'm like, "Worried? No. Prepared? Yes." And how quickly, we're seeing how quickly, and, for those of us in rural, I believe it's great. Like, there's certainly something I can put out there. For those in the big cities where they're already seeing shelves empty,
right.
Potentially, but you're right. I've been doing hippie tips. So I think
tips, love it.
Yeah,
love it.
I love
hippie tips.
I'm going to start. I've got a whole bunch. So I just kind of putting it together in my mind, but yeah, those kinds of things should absolutely be in my hippie tips.
Right. And I was thinking too, like if somebody, you can't get to the gym, right? Like people normally want to get to the gym, or they don't go to the gym because they've got to work all day at their job, and when they get home, they're exhausted. So if you're going to be doing some kind of an exercise, do live, do an exercise routine with somebody with Facebook Live, and let other people join in with you. I think, or maybe if you're doing a kids activity, I know that Jen Liebert, she homeschools, so she's got a lot of knowledge in that area, and there's going to be a whole lot of families that now all of a sudden they're homeschooling. They don't know what to do. You could be that guiding light for them, Jen, or maybe on healthy food prep for your kids, how to keep them healthy throughout this. There's lots of ways that we can be that beacon of hope without selling anybody anything. Just offer some solutions.
Well, and there's all kinds of shred 10 workouts. So I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, hey, who wants to work out with me at 10, and then come on Zoom and then show the video.
Yeah.
Right. And we have all those videos on Healthy Living Revolution. So, you could pick a video and then you'd have accountability and that human connection by saying, "Will you just connect with me, and we're going to do this." So,
and that's value added to our customers as we reach out. We could just put something in there like that. Hey, if you're missing your workout, either
or
do
you need
live with us, or here's after it. Huh?
Maybe you need some yoga to de-stress. Because these are stressful times. So, well, I've got to get to the grocery store because he's messaging me. He's probably like, we're out of toilet paper again.
It's crazy.
So,
well, thanks again, Jake and Michelle,
my pleasure.
Bobby and Susan was on earlier. We really appreciate you all sharing how that's all working, and extra thanks to you, Jake, for getting it all down in a document.
Pleasure.
Use just a huge time saver, a huge gift for all of us. So, all right, well, be in touch, be checking your Voxer, be checking your Facebook Team Ignite, and we're going to stay connected and bring people along with you, whether they decide to be the community or not. Let's not leave anybody behind, and we'll keep people feeling good during these next few weeks. All righty.
Yep. Awesome.
Do you have to leave, Jake? Can some of us, if we'd like to say and pray quick, can we do that on your line?
Go ahead. Let me stop the recording real quick.